năng ngày chẳngនៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះថ្ងៃសៅរ៍200 ខែមិញណាឆ្នាំជូតោស័កពុទ្ធសករាជ 2564 ដែលត្រូវនឹងថ្ងៃទី30 ខែមករាឆ្នាំ 2021 នៅក្នុងគេហដ្ឋានរបស់ញោមចាអនហើយត្រូវជាថ្ងៃខួបម្សិលមិញណាញោមហ្នឹងហើយខួបកំណើតផងហើយបានហឹបបានអីនំខេកគេម្សិលមិញញោមលោកចាអត់តាន់ផ្លុំទេផ្លុំថ្ងៃហ្នឹងហ្នឹងហើយជាខួប82 ឆ្នាំហើយក៏ហ្នឹង82 ឆ្នាំបានជន្មាយុបានយូរហើយមានសុខភាពល្អសំខាន់គឺសុខភាពនេះដោយញោមចេះធម្មបទចាំធម្មបទដឹងពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គសម្ដែងថាម៉េចណាអរោគ្យាបរមាលាភាណាអរោគ្យាបរមាលាភាការមិនមានរោគជាលាភដល់ក្រៃលែងហ្នឹងហើយការមិនមានរោគហ្នឹងគឺសំដៅដល់ការមានសុខភាពល្អនឹងឯងណាហើយសុខភាពល្អទៅបានតលតែយើងណាតលតែយើងហ្នឹងបានស្គាល់អំពីការថែរក្សានៅសុខភាពផងទាំងការរស់នៅហ្នឹងគឺបូកផ្សំទាំងការសិក្សាពីតិចមកអញ្ចឹងថ្ងៃនេះថ្ងៃខួបកំណើតហ្នឹងនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាយើងគឺរំលឹកដល់ថ្ងៃដែលយើងកើតមកហ្នឹងគឺរំលឹកដល់ហេតុទី1ហ្នឹងតកតងទៅនឹងអាយុវឌ្ឍនៈការចម្រើនអាយុញោមការចម្រើនអាយុហ្នឹងគឺបានន័យថាយើងអាចរស់នៅបានឈានពីមួយឆ្នាំទៅមួយឆ្នាំហ្នឹងគឺអាស្រ័យនៅបុណ្យរបស់យើងដែរណាការសន្សំបុណ្យរបស់យើងទាំងអតីតទាំងបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះបច្ចុប្បន្នការថែទាំសុខភាពការធ្វើសេចក្តីល្អការគិតល្អនេះសំខាន់ណាការគិតល្អហ្នឹងគឺការគិតត្រូវហ្នឹងសំខាន់ណាព្រោះពេលណាដែលគំនិតយើងល្អគំនិតយើងគិតជាវិជ្ជមានហើយយើងធ្វើអ្វីទៅវាអត់សូវស្មុគស្មាញទៅគឺការសម្រានការប្រកបបុករបរចិញ្ចឹមជីវិតការធ្វើដំណើរអីហ្នឹងក៏សុខស្រួលដែរអត់សូវមានបញ្ហាទេហើយក៏មិនសូវជាឆាប់ចាស់ប្រហែលដែរអាហ្នឹងពេលណាដែលយើងគិតជាវិជ្ជមានគិតត្រូវណាបងផ្ទុយទៅវិញបើសិនជាយើងគិតអ្វីក៏ខុសអ្វីក៏ពិបាកអ្វីក៏ស្មុគស្មាញអ្វីទៅក៏នាំឲ្យតានតឹងច្រើនពេកវាធ្វើឲ្យយើងរីងរៃក្នុងចិត្តសម្រាប់ក៏មិនបានបាយក៏មិនសូវបានទៅណាមកណាក៏អារម្មណ៍មិនសូវនឹងខ្លួនបើកាន់ចកោតឡានអីផងក៏អាចមានគ្រោះថ្នាក់ដោយយថាហេតុអីចឹងទៅដោយសារអារម្មណ៍របស់យើងនឹងអត់ល្អអញ្ចឹងអា positive thinking គឺការគិតជាវិជ្ជមានហ្នឹងគឺសំខាន់មែនទែនហើយដើម្បីគិតជាវិជ្ជមានបានតកតងនឹងការអប់រំហើយអប់រំនឹងបានតកតងនឹងឪពុកម្ដាយយើងអញ្ចឹងយើងហេតុមួយទៀតយើងនឹកដល់ឪពុកម្ដាយយើងមិនអញ្ចឹងញោមចាហ្នឹងឪពុកម្ដាយយើងគាត់បានបង្កើតយើងមកពុទ្ធលោកឲ្យឈ្មោះថាជាព្រះហើយមិនអញ្ចឹងព្រោះនៅក្នុងពិភពលោកគេគិតថាព្រះជាអ្នកបង្កើតមនុស្សបង្កើតសត្វបង្កើតទឹកបង្កើតដីប៉ុន្តែពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គសម្ដែងថាអ្នកបង្កើតយើងអ្នកបង្កើតទឹកបង្កើតដីអត់មាននរណាក្រៅពីឪពុកម្ដាយយើងទេព្រោះបើឪពុកម្ដាយយើងមិនផ្ដល់កំណត់ឲ្យយើងក៏យើងអាចកើតបានដែរអញ្ចឹងគឺឪពុកម្ដាយយើងគឺជាព្រះរបស់យើងនឹករលឹកដល់គាត់ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងថ្ងៃដែលគាត់ផ្ដល់កំណត់ឲ្យយើងគឺជាគុណដ៏ធំធេងមិនមែនរឿងចៃដន្យមិនមែនរឿងអីទេគឺជាការផ្ដល់នៅកំណត់ទឹកចិត្តហ្នឹងមុននឹងយើងកើតមកហ្នឹងគឺគាត់ដឹងថាមានយើង9ឬក៏10ខែហ្នឹងគឺទាំងឪពុកទាំងម្ដាយខំប្រឹងថែរក្សាខំប្រឹងបីបាច់ខំប្រឹងមើលខំប្រឹងប្រយ័ត្នប្រយែងចឹងមកពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គលោកថាជាសុហតិម្ដាយហ្នឹងគឺមានទឹកចិត្តថែរក្សាមើលកូនហ្នឹងតាំងពីនៅក្នុងផ្ទៃមកហ្នឹងមានចិត្តស្រឡាញ់ថែរក្សាមិនចង់ឲ្យប៉ះពាល់ដល់កូនក្នុងផ្ទៃសប្ថ្ងៃយើងទៅពិនិត្យផ្ទៃពោះអីសពគ្រប់សពប្រការអីហ្នឹងគឺដើម្បីឲ្យកូនមានសុខភាពល្អគឺសេចក្តីស្រឡាញ់ហ្នឹងវាកើតតាំងពីមិនទាន់បានឃើញមកអញ្ចឹងបានថាពុទ្ធលោកលោកថាមានចិត្តល្អហ្នឹងហើយបង្កើតមកហ្នឹងក៏ពិបាកទៅទៀតសប្ថ្ងៃសំបីថាវាស្រួលខ្លះទៅហើយវាបច្ចេកទេសគេពិនិត្យគេអីចឹងទៅពេទ្យទៅអីមិនពិបាកដូចពីមុនត្រូវបង្កើតដោយធម្មជាតិទៅឆ្អើភ្លើងផងដុតភ្លើងផងសកត់ថ្មផងអាហ្នឹងវាច្រើនបែបច្រើនប្រការហ្នឹងគឺវេទនាសប្ថ្ងៃវាស្រួលបន្តិចមែនប៉ុន្តែនៅតែពិបាកអញ្ចឹងរឿងសម្រាលបុតហ្នឹងអត់ស្រួលទេណែគឺជាអ្នកបង្កើតហ្នឹងហើយ quạt bằng hạt bằng riêng chỉnh châm bay bay thay là xa dương máu lột hao thà tê vật đá mà đài bột chướng á nè của bị phô lốt cái kết thà mình nô lốt nó thay là xa đại tê vật đá dương trôi nam ấy ô tê vật đá thay là xa bay bay bên tay dương plek tê vật đá không tê bỏ dương ở bột mà đài bỏ dương nó cứ chia tê vật đá bờ quạt ở thay dương dương bàn thôm ấy dương ở bàn thôm ấy bờ quạt ở thay dương do cho ba cho nâng không dùng ram rồi có ấy khơi tam dương sập ngay miền Facebook chờ khơi nha nó khơi miền trà nó và cả mỏi mình bàn chăm mình bàn thay là xa tiền trắng ở bậc mà đai bao giờ nó cứ chia tép bà đá thay là xa nó ọt miền thuê và hai thế nhôm cha on bị chỉ non muốn nó rất đăng ấy dương bị đá má có thọt đấy cả nồi tụi nó còn tối nồng răng tới hay tròn phư sải nó dương chua phong ro phong rồi có đọ stung nồng sải nó sẽ đạp đầy stung mét còn tay thì chia sẽ đạp tần răng nó thế mình chẳng là lư ta con sải nga mau nó sẽ tung đầy nó sẽ nạp nó đầy nó prong nó đau tới nó còn ban đau của bắt cháu rốt tơ sần nè hay mình tham mà đáy xong bay bòn nhớ mà bòn cái lọ mơ ôn chẳng này chỉ riêng vùng pe to vì lụa tới ban tới stung cả mình chẳng nè nó ở bông mà đáy bao dương mơ thay là xà dương sầm môi cam sờ cay cam em bán tên nhảy cầm tích sầm lạp đọt đây tích tì ở hái nè anh nó cứ chia tê bà đa men tại mà men tê bà đa con là tha ọt ban khơi như cứ tê bà đa để dương khơi những cái này hai con bằng hạt bằng riêng con chuột chặt tôm trâu sủng pe giống mấy trâu riệp rắc pia giống mấy trâu chùm nôm chùm naom chuột nè cừu nó vừa mấy cứ con bằng riêng trâu hộp bay giống mấy trâu đa giống mấy trâu nỉ dây giống mấy nó con bằng riêng đang bị tụi mà chắc ban miên sao là thoa nó chặt bị tụi máu bán lột tha ở bụng mà đáy nó chỉ cừu bằng riêng càng đa môn cừu không sờ la tới tiệt con bằng hạt con bằng riêng màu nằng hai chị nè mơ bay bay thay là xài dương chẳng phần năng chị đam để dương vừa ca rùng lật khua nè cho năm du chùm ra bị chôn nâng mén phần té dương nấc rồi lật đo vẽ lì ca cứ ca lẹ băng rồi bỏ bụng mà đài dương nụ phóng để cho nên bàn dương vừa bón ở từ đó qua đời nhôm bà sợ phèn dột bà ca xuân ong để chiều bụng mà đài nâng phóng nó cứ ở từ bon của sao nâng dương thì môn bà sang mauปราบnhiệt mật bong ôn ấy sớm bay trong sớm máy ní việc bạ chụp chung cái này có bật mét bên đấy dương ban phần nắng có xăm rôm làm bay từ bon của sò nó đào cọt bong tới dương mến phơi sớm bay thì dương việc ban đâm mà chùm này gì việc ban mà chùm này tiết đào phục mà đại dương thì như ngày chẳng cứ phần năng đấy đâm bay chia cà chô ruộng hay chun po lộ cha ơi lâu kết thả thầmผมไปดับชนำติดสันในกรบมาร้อยเต้ให้จำดอลมาร้อยจำกัดติดมันยังไงไทยแต่ซาสกปรกไว้เธอไม่ใช่สกปรกน้องมอมม้วนในบ้านไปดับชนำติดไหมจบเติร์เองมอจะสกปรกละอ๋อไอ้ก่อนโยมสดับพิซซ่าขมายบานสูดสดับไปโยนเลยไหมแล้วไอ้ลูกโอนนี่ยัยพิซซ่าอังเลนได้จังนะดำไปจีกาโจรวมน้อง birthday របស់លោកចាផងណាហ្នឹងហើយមុនភាសាអង់គ្លេសតិចទៅ so listen English little bit ណា summarize of my talk about how parents take care children and teach or how they sacrifice everything for their children. So I would like to invite Venerable Brother Dhammapala. Yeah, he will teach you how the we can say about scientific related how parents sacrifice and take care of their children. He just got master degree from Grand Canyon University. Just graduated.
Congratulations.
So first of all, I would like to pay my respect to the triple gene Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and also pay my sincere respect to Venerable Sem Chanthy, who is the abode of the Khmer Arizona Temple, and good morning to everyone. So today is a special day, right? It's your father's birthday, and also the day that you should remember that the day that your your father was born, and if your father didn't here today or didn't was born on that day, you wouldn't be here today too, right? So it is really important to know the root of where you come from, and this is a very special occasion that you as a daughter and son can get together as a family to celebrate for what he have done so far for the family. And if you're taking a look back to the history, you will know how hard it is of your father, try to move away from the Cambodia during the Civil War. It was so tough. It's really hard. If you have watched the documentary, you will see the Pol Pot regime. Millions of people were killed during that day. People were starving, didn't have food to eat. It's really heartbreaking, and some even couldn't make it across the border. Some were killed, some will die, some lost their mother, and it was really sad. So to see your father here and raise you until now, it's such a beautiful, a really wonderful journey to be here. And father, it's not only about the father but mother too. They are everything. They raise you from the young age. They take care of you everything, no matter what happened. They work their best to feed you, to support you until you go to the college. And I'm not trying to feel appreciate for the Asian father or Asian parent, but most of the time they perform their best parenting to their kid. I have seen some of them, they still support their kid through the college. And I have known one of the Cambodian lady. She worked 2 jobs. She didn't have a degree. She worked like $15 per hour, and she still worked during the weekend. And she told me that no matter what happened, I'll support my kid to go through the college. And I don't want my kid to graduate with a heavy debt. And as you know, that American kid, when they graduated, they have to carry a huge amount of debt. But parents, they still worry about the future of their kid. No matter what happened, even though you have the family, if there's something wrong, you just, Dad, I need your help, or no matter what happened, they will come and help you right away. So this deep gratitude that you have to remember, something that you need to feel, something that you feel blessed to have your father or your mother here, and something that's never forget. Because you never know what is gonna happen in the future to his life. Life is uncertain, and you never know what is gonna happen. He could stay with you today, and next week he could be gone. You never know. So express the gratitude and perform a role as being a daughter and son to your father, to your mother too. And this is not only the day that you perform, a good thing as being a daughter and son, but this is the day that you remember, and then next day or next month or from now until forever, that you need to do a good thing to your father. Some simple thing. I think the father or the mother, the parent doesn't need anything from the kid, from their daughter, their son. But what they need is just be a good daughter, be a good son to the family. Love each other, support each other during the tough time. Stay united, stay strong together. That's what he want to see. And being born and raised in the Cambodian American community, it is really important to know the root of where you come from, us being the Cambodia. And this the strong identity of the Cambodian culture, because we have a quite similar to the Western, in Western culture we have the birthday party, but in Cambodia we will invite the monk to give the blessing, give the blessing or during, and the monk will give the Dharma talk, so that you can learn, you can understand the important gratitude of the father. And I hope that you will carry this practice to your son or your daughter whenever you have the family in the future. And this is something that I'm really appreciate for all of you guys that spending time here right now, even those during the pandemic, coronavirus, and people having a very hard time to get together, because they afraid of getting infected, but you still make it today just for your father, to prove that you can be a good son and daughter. And this is the witness that you will commit it to your parent forever, and then in the future you will be a role model of your son or your daughter, and tell the story to your son that I have a grandparent, and I have your grandparent is really hardworking, he's really grateful, he really loved me, and he raised me and support me. So you have a lot of story to tell your kid, and you are become a role model for your family too. So that will carry from generation to generation because of your behaviors or what you have done to your parent. So this is something that you need to remember. So I think I just just finish the talk today, and I think you will capture the whole concept of the gratitude of the parent and what you should have done to them. And so, by the way, thank you guys very much for pay attention and listen. And finally, I would like to share my all the merit that I have done since I become a monk. So I just want to share. So everyone, please be happy and enjoy, and especially stay, safe and protected during this difficult time. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Venerable Brother. I think you understand and about his short talking about parenting. In addition to his short speak, let me add a small point or little point about how scientific use of child rearing. So this your children on did not have grandchildren yet, but maybe you have. But Buddhism and scientists talk the same views of how they rear, how they adopt the children. The 19th century scientist called Ven.Sem have set up or found 4 kinds of child rearing. The first one we call authoritative, second one we call authoritarian, and the third one permissive, and the fourth one neglectful. Permissive rearing, it means you allow your children to do everything. Bad or good, never mind. It is mostly in the rich family. Busy with your work, you never have time to take care of your children. Just allow to communicate with bad or good friend, whatever they want. So this is undemanding rearing style. And the fourth one, neglectful. Neglectful, it means also you always undemanding, but you just condemn, you just blame them, do whatever, good or bad, only blaming, and no advice at all. That is mostly in poor family, that they don't have knowledge, they don't have time to advise their children, but always condemn this such thing, you do this wrong, you do this, never give a reason. But for the demanding rearing styles, they have authoritative styles, mean demanding but with warm or with hard style. It means parent, especially father, always discipline their children very much. They just, you must do this, you have to follow me, you have to do this thing. They don't allow freedom to their children. It is, we can accept this, but it is not so good for, especially in the modern society like America. But in Cambodia or in Southeast Asia, still like that. In Asia, children no choice to talk, or no choice to reject parent advice, parent talk. Just follow it. Don't ask about the reason. This is in Asian culture mostly. But in American culture, it's hard, or it's very hard. And authoritarian style, it's very acceptable by the Buddha and scientists both. You advise cold and hot. Gives advice, show the explain the reason, and show the result or benefits of your advice and practice. You show, if the children want to pick up this thing, you explain them how benefit this one to yourself and your society. You do this thing, you act like this, will harm to yourself and harm to the society in the future or now. So this is the way how scientists and the Buddha explain how to take care of your children in like 4 ways. I summarize again. First one is authoritative. It means hard but accepted. And authoritarian, cold and accepting. This is demanding style. And undemanding style, permissive and neglectful, is wrongful, but a lot in our society. So thank you very much, Venerable Brother, that delivered this talk, and thank you for your attention. នឹងឥឡូវម៉ោងយើងប៉ុណ្ណេះល្មមសំរុំដើម្បីចម្រើនព្រះបរិត្តដើម្បីជជែកមង្គលព្រះបរិត្តលោកចាដឹងឯណាបរិត្តការពាររារាំងអញ្ចឹងណាការពាររារាំងប៉ុន្តែព្រះបរិត្តការពាររារាំងអាហ្នឹងភាកច្រើនបើចង់ការពាររារាំងទាំងមូលតតែយើងហ្នឹងទទួលដែរមិនអញ្ចឹងណាតើយើងទទួលដែរយើងមិនទទួលជួនកាលវាបានដល់ស្លាបមួយទៀតមិនល្អវាហោះទៅអត់រួចមិនអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងទទួលទៅលោកចាគឺទទួលតាំងពីដើមមកហើយប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់កូនចៅទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់ដោយគោរពទៅហើយស្ដាប់ទំពោលមានឪពុកម្ដាយថែមទៅធម៌ហ្នឹងនឹងការពារព្រះបរិត្តហ្នឹងនឹងការពារបានដោយល្អបានដោយប្រពៃអញ្ចឹងទៅនេះក្នុងខួបកំណើត82ឆ្នាំរបស់លោកចាអនហើយបានញាតិមិត្តបងប្អូនកូនក្មួយបានមកចូលរួមប៉ុណ្ណេះក៏សូមឲ្យលោកចានឹងបានមានសុខភាពល្អកម្លាំងពលំមាំមួនតទៅទៀតដែលបានយូរដើម្បីបានជាចាស់ទុំព្រឹទ្ធាចារ្យក្នុងរដ្ឋរបស់យើងផងរបស់កូនចៅផងហើយសូមជូនពរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់គ្នាក៏សូមប្រកបតែសេចក្តីសុខសេចក្តីចម្រើនកុំបីឃ្លៀងឃ្លាតឡើយអនុមោទនា